So I believe, let me check over. Yes. Oh, Jay Jonah has something to say real quick.
Now listen up, chat. Here at the Daily Bugle, I only care about one thing. I need speed runs. Speed runs of Spider-Man.
And wouldn't you know it, we have one ready to go right here. So let's grab our screenshot cameras and whip on over to our runner G Groove as they kick off this no skips run of Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro. Take it away, Groove.
What's up, Fall Fest? Howdy, everybody. I am the G Groove, here to present to you Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro for the PlayStation in the no skips category on hardware. For commentary, we have Willie Fetty.
Hey everybody, my name is Willie Fetty. Unironically, I'm a mod for this game, and I've been playing its prequel and sequel a lot. And yeah, one of my favorite categories. So excited to be here and support everybody. And yeah, I will be the commentary. So.
All right, so before we get started, we had a donation incentive for what costume Spider-Man will run in. So as I put in the cheat code to unlock all costumes, dear host, which one won the bid war?
Well, Black Suit tried its hardest. We had $15 for that, but our winner today with $50 raised total is the Prodigy suit.
All right, so we'll go pick Prodigy. We got the obscure one for the hardcore comic book nuts. If anybody in chat is curious about where this came from, I'm sure Fetty would love to give some trivia about it.
I mean, yeah, we could definitely get into that later whenever you got some time in between the runs. But I can initially say that the Prodigy costume was after basically, what was it? The Superhero Registration Act? Was it during that time?
No.
Before,
This was in the late '90s when Norman Osborn framed Spider-Man for a crime.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, and he has to split into 3 people, and one of them is Dusk. And this is the second one where he splits his superpowers for super strength, and that's really all he shows off is super strength, and then kind of the ability to fly. It was the '90s. It's really weird. So
this feels like Peter Parker or Spider-Man took issue with Batman and everything that he represented, including being stealthy and hard to see, and decided to do the exact opposite of that.
Well, see, that's the thing, is that's where the Dusk costume comes in, because his other personality was basically Batman. So
yes, basically Batman, right down to being a detective.
He has a thing for middle-aged men with way too much money on their hands, doesn't he?
Very true. Very true.
Parker! We should probably get the run going. So this is the no skips category on hardware. So oops, it went to demo mode. So none of the out-of-bounds skips will be used. We'll essentially be playing the game as intended with a few speed strats. And we are playing on original hardware instead of emulator, which means this game is going to run like a bowl of mashed potatoes. So have fun, chat. Hopefully the 60 frames per second 4K crowd doesn't have a heart attack.
That's my favorite line, is when he walks into the office with a bowl of mashed potatoes and goes, "It's mashed potato time."
All right.
Okay.
Too. All right, so time starts when I start on easy, so I'll count down 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. And we're off.
So a cool thing about this run is that for anybody who fondly remembers the prequel to this game, it's one of probably I think it's one of the highest selling PlayStation games of all time. The team that made that did not make this game. And this was a PlayStation exclusive, while the original got ported to everything else. So basically, the team that came in, Vicarious Visions, they took the engine from the first game and gave it a little bit of, I guess, what they thought was an upgrade. I'm pretty sure everyone in our community can say that it is a downgrade. Everything except for the web swinging. So you're going to be seeing Groove just swing over the top of buildings and swing from a cloud in the air. Trust me, it's whenever we were talking about 90s and comics and stuff like that, what was Spider-Man really doing swinging around New York City anyway? But that is the first level. It's a whole bunch of, as you can see, web swing canceling. That's something that we call web swing canceling. You only get a maximum of 2 swings per the base costume in this game. So what we do is we press X to cancel the momentum of the swing. I don't really want to get over analytical unless anybody really wants to hear that. But this was the first game where you can be on the ground stopping crime as Spider-Man. So that is what Groove is doing right now, taking out henchmen, putting out fires, and just basically being Spider-Man for a day.
Being Prodigy for a day, but still.
True, I guess.
Prodigy with web shooters.
Yeah, I guess that's the whole continuity of this game gets thrown out the window the minute we put on the Prodigy costume. But yeah, it was really nice to see this, especially because the first game was covered in fog and you couldn't go down to street level. So they had to show off. This team had to show off. Hey, we can let you use web attacks in the air. Also, we're gonna put you down on street level. So it's actually like for me. I've always said, like, I love the first game. I have, like, that in my heart. But I did play this game more growing up just because I would spend hours and hours swinging at this street level and just being Spider-Man. Kind of my obsession as a kid. I think a lot of people who are comic book fans could also agree that Spider-Man was probably their obsession at one point in time. So, yeah. And that, yeah. Honestly,
games
I'm
like
on
Spider-Man let you live out a power fantasy of traveling through New York without dealing with traffic.
That's very true. And also being able to swing above the traffic and kind of just like, I don't know. It's really weird. I've always found Spider-Man as a relatable character. But I guess to explain a little bit of this level as we're going into it, really the first couple levels of this game are Spider-Man just being Spider-Man. There is no big crime yet. You kind of, at the beginning of the game, if you watch the cutscene, you see Electro steal a device and then basically proclaim himself a god and ride on some electrical lines. But for Spider-Man right now, this is just another day in the office. He sees a group of villains, or he sees like a group of henchmen blow up
Almost
a
fell
building. Oh, okay. But he sees a group of henchmen blow up a building, and he's like, okay, I probably need to go stop this, right? I need to go. He puts a spider tracker on his motorcycle and on the main guy's motorcycle, and that's what we're doing right now. But in this level, he starts to learn, like, hey, these guys are strapped to the teeth. So the objective right now is to take out these turrets that you're seeing him, or just take out the guy on the turret, and basically make it to the end where there is a warehouse section. But right now, for all Spider-Man knows, this is just another day in the office for him.
I have to admit, I'm really amused watching him move around on how most of your movement is smacking into the side of buildings and then climbing up over them. And I just have to imagine these people in their offices hearing a whunk, like a bird hitting a window pane and going, "Ah, it's Spider-Man. Hey, Spidey."
I mean, I'm sure for New Yorkers, that's every day, right?
That's the least obtrusive thing they've had to deal with today.
They probably love seeing Spider-Man. But this level in particular, you're going to see a lot of mechanics come in, which is the air web ball, which in the last game you could not shoot a web ball in the air. We'll take out all of these enemies in one shot. Also, we have something called a web zip. This is why I was kind of waiting to explain it, was for this. But we have a way to web zip to the ceiling, which we will be using web zips and canceling and web balls and all of these button combos that would sound boring to the average viewer. Basically, just to try to do this level as fast as possible. It's kind of like a henchman hideout, so we're just taking it out and trying to get to their boss. That's really all we're doing here. So nothing too crazy, but also at the same time, a little bit of technical skill to get this really quickly and also to know where all the enemies are.
Yeah, I kind of screwed up the path, so this was nowhere near as fast as it could be. You should see Spyran's world record on, is it any percent, or is it just any percent emulator? Because like he kills this level.
Soda is the one with the world record. We do need to shout out to Soda, but I will say this is the hardest boss fight coming up in the entire game. So basically, he's about to fight. He's fighting Shocker. It's the hardest boss fight. I'm on a stream delay, so Groove, let me know whenever you've yanked the box so my joke makes sense.
Oh crap! I got it. Did you get it? I got it.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, basically, it's Shocker. What did you guys expect? All you got to do is yank one box on him and he dies. Like,
what a shocker!
Yeah, it's Herman, dude. No one cares about Herman. But
yet he's appeared in more Spider-Man games than a lot of other villains, which is kind of, pun intended, shocking.
Look, I love Shocker. Don't get me wrong. Like, but
We all love the meme. In fact, everybody just do the meme screen right now.
Yeah, if anybody in chat wants to yell Shocker for me in all caps, that'd be great.
Chat can make me do it if they donate and put it in the donation message, and I know the tech team loves when I shout into my microphone.
True. We need some host microphone peaking right now is what we need. So we need those lines in the red. If you guys have any other additional things, I know you mentioned it already, but I would love some 90s TV show references to be thrown around. So
Can I jump in with some donation related stuff real quick?
Oh, sure. I'll explain the context of this level really quick, like 5 seconds.
Okay.
Basically, you're hunting for keys because that bomb's going to destroy everything, and the henchmen are going to spawn at random locations. Okay, you're good.
Okay, so I also want to make sure we had a $10 donation before the beginning of the run from Stalulu Delulu, who probably has a Labubu or at least a Lafufu. It had no comment, but was contributing towards the black suit for the costume bid war. So I want to say thank you very much for that donation. But we've also had a number of donations come in for that DLC incentive. We had $25 from Daniel Morris saying thanks for supporting trans lives. Going towards supporting the marathon. We had $42 from Olvind, referencing our previous run, Angry Golf, saying the ball do be angry, so angry it exploded 21 times. Thanks for the opportunity again. We had $5 from James Swan saying I asked earlier what games folks were interested in or had discovered thanks to the marathon, and James Swan said, definitely added Neon White to my wish list after Pods SR's run yesterday. A movement shooter that's also a puzzle game? I'm sold. Though I guess Spider-Man is technically a movement web shooter now that I think about it. There's another one for the wish list. But I want to finish off by saying we had a $100 donation from Kurgy B. Round of applause if I could in chat for this fantastic donation that says, just seeing the main menu alone is hitting me with so much nostalgia. I played this game so many times, love the Hammerhead and Electro boss fights. I've been waiting for this run since I first saw this announced. Good luck, G-Groove and Trans Rights. And what's most important about that, chat, is that brought us within $13 of hitting that incentive for Rose and Camellia. We are $13 away from adding the DLC content, and I know we can clear that before the end of this run. Let's make it happen, and thank you all so much for those contributions.
Honestly, and as just the commentary, I'm also super hyped. So thank you guys. I will say thank you. But yeah, that's insane. Yeah, this level good choice to read here, because this level was just webbing up some heavy machinery. I will say this next level is very infamous for this run. It's one of the 3 very infamous levels in this game. And like I said, I am on stream delay, so Groove, cut me off if you land it first try. But this is the plane. So basically, they
got it.
Hey, okay, cool. It can either be the quickest level in the game or the longest level in the game, and congratulations. I can't even do this consistently. You gotta web up the plane. If you do it quick enough, you can do it in the first room. If it hits anything, it'll blow up, so that's why it is infamous. Hey, good job. Round of applause for Groove hitting one of the harder of the things to hit on hardware. Emulator makes that actually extremely easy. So this is To Catch a Thief. Honestly, this is where you can kind of tell the budget for this game immediately went into the toilet. So, because if you played the first game, this is just all of the buildings and cranes that were used in the first game, just placed on a map and done at dusk instead of at night. This is basically the 4th level in the last game, just made longer. But that's okay. It gives us a lot of experience with this run. And also, it's a very good if you do ever want to run this game, if anyone in chat wants to run this game, it's very easy to pick this game up and then swap to the previous game, like the first one. So
you say it's called Spider-Man 2000 because that's how big their budget was for this?
Yeah, exactly. Honestly, it might have been lower. They could have named it Spider-Man $150 if they wanted to. But
well, If I can jump in real quick, chat, with great power comes great responsibility, but with great donations comes even more great marathon content. We have hit the incentive to add the DLC to Rose and Camellia.
Let's go.
Congratulations. And that was in part thanks to a $13 donation from Shripe that has no comment, but was applied to that incentive, closing it out. Thank you all so much. Fantastic work. Do want to remind you, we still have that language choice bid war open for Rose and Camellia between Japanese and English. Neither one has any contributions yet, so your donation would set the lead to start off that bid war.
Hey, and y'all get to donating. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw it out there. You know, a little call to action. Like, go ahead
We
and
need
get
some
to donating.
cheesy Spider-Man phrases. Y'all
That's
should
true.
donate and give me a cheesy, like, man, that guy sure looks caught up. You can write better ones. Write better ones for me, chat.
Yeah, give them some quips. You know what I mean? Like, we need some quips here.
Oh, turns out, as Shripe just pointed out, we are also $13 away from hitting 4,000 raised for Trans Lifeline. Chat, I'm sensing a theme here. We need a $13 donation train.
Let's get it rolling. And you know what's crazy about trains? I'm so happy that you brought that up. Welcome to the hype train yard. Yeah, no, we're on the level train yard. It's a whole bunch of trains, and usually in skips, this level is very short. For anybody wondering,
This is the first level where you would have any skips if you played with skips.
correct.
Yeah, it takes us like, how far are we into the run? Like 15 minutes?
We are 12 minutes in, and yeah, the world record for this game, I'm pretty sure is I think it's 23 minutes. I would have to double check.
Yeah.
This, like, the thing is we have to go and open up all of these train yards, so hopefully they're hype train yards for the donations. But yeah, we all need to open up all of these. In skips, you would just glitch through a wall, or you would glitch out of bounds and just swing to the end of the level. So that's kind of the difference. I love no skips personally. It's why I added this category, and why this category was so dominant for me in the first game. Was not tooting my own horn, I promise you. It's because for any new runners out there, it does help you learn the game. It also helps you learn the movement of this game, which, if you haven't noticed by now, the movement, you know, unless you played it as a kid, it's gonna have to kind of grow on you. It's a little bit janky. So, you know, I'll still verify your run.
Potato moment here. Holy
I'll still
cow.
verify your run, by the way.
Another superhero moment for stream. We just hit $4,000 raised for Trans Lifeline.
Let's go.
Absolutely fantastic.
Everybody give yourselves a round of applause. And do the Spider-Man web hands. That's your way of saying you did a good job.
Do we have an opening for some donations at the moment?
Oh, this is a perfect opening. This is the first time we just have to catch the train that just left that station. And usually in skips, we would skip right through the sand wall. It's very hard.
All right,
but now
chat.
we're just running away from Sandman.
Get those Dono train donations in to help us catch it. In the meantime, we have $15 from Oasis. Apologies to Tech Team in advance. With a comment of,
Peter! Get me Spider-Man!
and that is going towards the Japanese language incentive for Rose and Camellia. Thank you very much, Oasis. We have a $13 donation from Kurji saying, I love this.
Shocker! I'll support trans rights to the end of the earth!
And we also have a $13 donation from Lunao that simply says, pizza time.
Hey, there it is.
So the $13 donations from Lunao went towards a new incentive that opened up, which was a costume bid war choice for Dino Crisis, which is coming later today. And they went toward, or the chosen name was, yes, for the Dino Crisis. Yes, the costume choice of Dino Crisis for Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. And in addition, we have another incentive open right now. Kurji donation was also going towards Disco for that. So we actually have a tie between Dino Crisis and Disco. But I want to alert chat to the fact that we have a additional incentive right now for Salamander County Public Television. For $250, you will unlock a commercials showcase. I'm going to look that up real quick if you have anything you want to bring up real quick.
So real quick, I can sit here and say, for that person who donated and said, shout out for the Hammerhead boss fight and the Electro boss fight. Yeah. Oh, so we're in the Hammerhead levels now. If y'all didn't know, there's a Sinister Six kind of forming. We've been skipping the cutscenes, so you don't know. Right now, we're saving hostages. And these are, mobsters, and there's only there's only two people really in the Spider-Man comics that could have this. It's either Tombstone or Hammerhead. So we are
Wait. Didn't Doc Ock have like a mob at one point?
maybe
Like he went to war with Hammerhead like a couple times.
these are deep cuts, but probably you would have to give me into my comic collection for that. But yeah, he's saving hostages right now, and basically we're about to get into the fight with Hammerhead. So I mean, if there's anything else you need to read off before we get in there, and I can
I
explain
did
Hammerhead.
happen to do that lookup that I mentioned. So this incentive for the Salamander County Public Television's commercial showcase is apparently a commercial showcase where throughout the run of the game, we will watch some of the TV commercial themed cutscenes in between mini games. And if there is one thing that I miss, it is cheesy classic styled commercials. That again, that is a $250 incentive. That means if 20 of the people watching this stream right now donated to that $13 donation train, we would already hit that incentive, and I would be over the moon if we managed to smash 2 incentives to completion in the course of a 35-minute speed run. Chat, can we do it? I
go ahead and
believe we
get on
can.
Let's go ahead.
Speaking
and
of
get on
commercials,
it.
people who don't drink Wilkins coffee just blow up sometimes. Oh, that's a lot of.
All right.
I mean?
Donate for your favorite classic commercial. I
True.
promise you, as a 90s kid, I have
just
seen them all. I
barely.
probably know them all by heart. I would love to narrate them on stream for you.
All right, so the whole Hammerhead boss fight is dude, so close to one cycling. I'm so proud of you.
Yes.
I'm on stream delay, but
Yeah, I know.
basically, the one cycle for Hammerhead is you pull his gun away, you punch him a couple times, you pull his gun away again, and then you web glove punch him. And web gloves is another ability that we are only going to show off one other time in this run. And basically, it doubles the punching power for Spider-Man while using a web cartridge. So, or part of a web cartridge. So this is Spidey in the Machine, aka Burke in the Machine. One of our runners got the name for this level. Just because he and Soda, the world record holder, found an insane skip in this level. That one's for skips. If y'all want to go check that out, go to the SRC page for Inter Electro, and you will see Soda go crazy on this level. Basically, Spider-Man's built like a paperclip, so you can fit through any crack in the wall that you see. I even have an iconic skip named after me that I have found in Inter Electro as well because of that, where I fell through the floor. But yeah, so this is the only, I'm doing air quotes here, skip that's allowed in the run. It's him zipping through the lasers. And the reason that it's allowed is it's more of a glitch or an intended path, as what we call it, that the developers 100% left in the game. They wouldn't have let targeting mode become green there if they wouldn't have left it in the game. And there's a lot of runners who have gotten mad at me for that decision, but I kind of put my foot down because it's fun. And we love fun speed runs. So, but yeah, to catch you guys up with the story, we're going to Kurt Connor's lab right now because we called him and it sounded like there was a ruckus there. So yeah, this is biotech, and yeah, that's where we are. So you're going to be seeing the inside of biotech for a little bit. I promise you, it is as boring as it looks. So
Yep. It's also very frustrating though. Casually, as a kid, I got so stuck on these levels that I had to ask my dad to print a walkthrough for me. One of the first times that I got game information from the internet.
I mean, hey, do you remember my 100% run of this game whenever I went out and bought the game guide for this? And I showed you those pictures, right? Of me buying the game guide and everything?
Yeah, I remember you buying the game guide, and it took you like, what, a couple months to figure out the 100% route?
Yeah, because the game guide was wrong. So,
oh, right. I forgot about that.
The official Prima guide for this game is wrong. So, it's actually pretty funny. But yeah, so basically what Groove is doing right here is they're going through all of these levels and just unlocking doors, right? Making sure that this is the infamous door level. I've never gotten stuck here before. There's no proof of me ever getting stuck here before. But this is the iconic door level for anyone who actually runs this game. It's basically a maze, and you have to
flashing lights coming up in a second.
Yeah,
okay,
you
skipped it, but yeah.
You just had to unlock everything, like all the doors. There's little buttons in each one of these rooms, and after you take out the threat in the room, you can press the button, it unlocks the door. It is a very simple concept that's very hard as a child to understand. So,
Do we
Time for the
happen to have
heat-sensor
time
drones.
for a couple donations?
you know, right after this, well, I'm on stream delay. Have you already made it through the tank room? How far of stream delay am I on right now?
I am on the 3 switches in the oscillating force field.
Okay, I'll explain this room, and then the next level, I'll just tell you, it's just climbing up to the top to Kurt Connor's office. There's nothing really special besides the route that Groove is going to take. So yeah, you have all the time in the world to read whatever you want.
Well, I am loving the support coming in from our donations and our chat. We are just under halfway to meeting that extra incentive for Salamander County Public Television already. We just have $130 left to go, and probably less than 10 minutes in the speed run. We are so close, chat. We can close this out, but to give proper credit to those donations, we have $10 from That Wind Bliss saying, may this donation through the web help trans people out of sticky situations. Fake Kitsu says trans rights. We have a $5 donation from Ian Keith. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Says,
crap.
go ahead. Did you have something to say?
Oh, no, I just missed the jump. Carry on.
Oh. We had a $5 donation from Ian Keith about the classic commercial saying, all I have to say is Empire. And a frightening number of people will know the phone number and jingle. That's all I have to say. You can feel free to sing it if you want. Won't blame if you don't. Of course I know it. It's, what is it? 588-2300 Empire.
Empire.
Yeah.
Empire
It'll
today.
get stuck in your head for 3 days straight. I know them all, Ian Keith. Ask me about Sears heating and air conditioning sometime. We have a $5 donation from J. Jonah Jameson going,
Parker, get me donations for Trans Lifeline.
you heard the man. We gotta support Trans Lifeline.
Oh, no, I died.
It's okay. It's
That's
okay.
the worst
This-
Spider-Man we've gone through this week. Come on, Parker.
And then we, lastly, to cap it all off, we have a $100 donation from Kelchan Ferret. Major thank you, with a comment saying, "That's beans." Thank
Well,
you
hey.
all so much for your contributions. Again, we are only $130 away from meeting that commercial showcase incentive. Let's see if we can close it out before the end of the run. Sorry, back to you.
Oh, I mean, hey, I love hearing the support. So you can keep, if you know what I mean, you can just keep reading, and if I keep listening to that voice and all these donations, I'll be happy.
I hope chat donates to make me read some of those classic popsicle commercials, like with the kid and the dog from way back when.
Oh, dude. Oh man, that would bring me back, or just some Respect the Pouch commercials. That'd be crazy.
Yes. Or Wilkins Coffee. We gotta quote Wilkins Coffee some more.
Groove, I was gonna tell you, go ahead, like take your time. You know, this level is just like, it's the longer of the levels in this. It's just, as everyone can see on screen, it's just a whole bunch of climbing. We're turning off buttons and climbing. It's nothing crazy.
Copy pasted.
Yeah, it's copy pasted. Just the route is flipped on its head. So on each one. So it's not terribly bad. That's why whenever you said you died, I was trying to be like, hey, it's okay. I promise.
Yeah.
Also, for one of my favorite boss fights in any Spider-Man game ever, I do think that this is one of the best boss fights in between the two games, would be the Lizard boss fight. So you're gonna have to mix a couple vats together, and then Groove, are you going for the strategy of throwing the tanks at the chemical vats at the Lizard?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Go ahead.
so you're going to throw the chemical vats at the Lizard. After hitting him with the vaccine, you get 3 vaccines per web cartridge you pick up, and that will do the most damage to the Lizard.
Have any of you modded the game for your community runs yet, where every time you hit them, it goes, Lizard, Lizard, Lizard?
You know, I want to so bad. Now that you've brought it up, that's one of my favorite memes of all time. So now that you've brought it up, I'm like, yes, we need that.
Oh, crap.
We are working on a modded ROM right now. Basically, that is the entire Spider-Man community basically coming in and voice acting and doing jokes for the first game. And if that goes well, then we were going to do it for this game. Maybe we'll add a little bit of lizard shenanigans for it. I think it would be funny, personally. So
Gotta do it the slow way for this one.
incredible.
yeah, I think you gave me just the perfect idea and the way to pitch.
Always happy to sow a little bit of chaos.
But yeah, we do have the data mine for all of the files, so I mean, we could 100% put his like little screeching as lizard. So
I can hear it now. Oh my gosh.
the fortunate thing is, so can I. But as we approach this, like as we're coming into this level, he just beat Lizard, which is great. And one of the more technical boss fights in this game. I will say your death from earlier was just a tactical reset on your web cartridges. Don't ever say
True.
it wasn't. Whenever you die in this game, if you full die, your web cartridges reset. So sometimes it is good to take a death depending on your cartridge size. But this level right here is we are swinging to the other side of these offices. So we're swinging from Connors to what's her name? Oh my
Dr.
God.
Watts.
Yeah, Dr. Watts, who has worked on an electrical device. Almost like this is straight out of a comic book or something.
This is starting to sound like a bad comic book plot.
Exactly. But yeah, so Dr. Watts has made this device for not for Electro, but it electrifies, it like magnifies your bioelectricity within the hands of Electro, means he could become a god. So we're trying to figure out any information we can. And so this part of the game is unfortunately, like we're nearing the end of the game. This isn't even the halfway point anymore. This is the last quarter. And you basically go from boss fight to level to boss fight to 2 levels to boss fight to boss fight. So yeah, it's kind of like a boss rush in of itself. So this is the boss fight with Sandman. Sandman is invulnerable unless we get him wet. So as you can see, there's a whole bunch of these random pipes just scattered around this conveniently placed construction site. Just this very conveniently placed construction site right outside of a bioengineering lab. So make that of what you will with the comic book logic you want to make of it. But yeah, it's we have to turn these valves because for some reason they need all of these pipes with water coming to this construction site. And you have to get Sandman wet, and you just hopefully the best case scenario, you will 2-cycle this boss. You put on web gloves, you kick, punch, and that is the highest amount of damage combo that you can do in this game. And as I'm explaining it, because I'm on stream delay, Groove, you've already done it, so congratulations. Yep. Now we are on to Hello Spider-Man. I honestly love this level. I think it's a very cool way to present Spider-Man in a weird way, which is having him go through a museum, destroy a whole bunch of ancient artifacts that Electro has brought to life, a whole bunch of ancient samurai armor, and destroy a random electric generator that's in the middle of this museum for some reason. Comic book logic. So
yes. You also get a good view of the costume, so everybody that donated, you get a good look at what you donated for, thanks to these camera angles.
True.
You get a good look at the artificial nose.
But yeah, Hello Spider-Man. It's one of those things where I do see the inspiration, and I do love the inspiration for this level. But it's one of those where I do think this is a budgetary concern, where it's all new assets for this game, which I'm actually happy it's all new assets, but the level area is so small, and this level is over so quickly, even in no skips. It's kind of wild just to see, you can kind of tell where the budget started to fall off. But nonetheless, still a fantastic game.
I like how, despite being a super-powered superhero, Spider-Man is still very careful when he's walking around with broken glass in his hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it must be too heavy for him. Honestly, the samurai armor must be too heavy, and
It's because you walk. You don't run with sharp objects.
You know what? He was teaching us back then to be responsible. That's what it was.
Right. That is right.
Okay, chat. Can we get a round of applause for Spider-Man not running with sharp objects, please? Thank you. But yeah. Now here's Rock of Ages. I would consider. Groove? Do you consider this to be the fastest level in no skips? Just honestly, like
If you know what you're doing, then yeah.
yeah, if you know the route, it is a whole bunch of just jumping and zipping to the top. You're supposed to crawl, dodge lightning that Electro's throwing down at you, and kind of maneuver your way around a really cool, what I think would be a really cool level if it wasn't just so broken. And that's just something you'll find with these older games in particular, but especially
Already done.
yeah, especially the Spider-Man games. They're broken. Once you figure out the mechanics, they're broken. And this by far is the worst boss fight of the game. It is Electro 1. Jeez, I don't even know where to begin with this one. It is he'll throw out random electric attacks. And your whole goal here is to put on web gloves and to punch him. And to hope that he doesn't do anything crazy. That is your whole thing. And then his little electric dome that you see pushes you back. It makes you waste web. That's it. Because it knocks off your web gloves. That's all. It doesn't do that much damage. So why they thought to include this boss fight, I have no idea. But hey, shout out to the developers.
Lasers? This exhibit comes with spaceships and death rays.
That's how I'm going to start responding to every minor inconvenience is just, oh no.
Is that a little, oh no. Or a better one for this game would be wonderful. Just doing wonderful. I don't know if anyone heard that when he died, but that's what he wasn't allowed to say oh no or like scream, so they had to replace it with wonderful. And I love that line because they make him fall as if he's actually just ran out of web cartridges, and that's what he decides to exclaim. So for some reason,
I mean, that speaks to 90s kids everywhere when life throws you another curveball and you just go, wonderful.
Exactly. I mean, hey, it's just us trying to survive. But here is the last level. So time ends whenever Spider-Man jumps off screen and it fades to black. We will definitely let everyone know. But this is Hyper Electro. So he got the diamond. Spider-Man didn't stop Electro from getting the diamond, but he did save Dr. Watts. So what we're doing right now is Groove is preemptively striking the tower. So that's what you're seeing. So this tower is where Electro will come and recharge. And you're supposed to learn that in a cutscene where he comes and recharges after you've done half damage. And you're like, well, I just wasted all my time. But if you can come and beat it beforehand, then, it doesn't really become a problem. And all we got to do is wait for Electro to shock these generators. And he'll go into a vulnerable state where we can kick, punch, and hopefully do that 2 to 3 more times, and that would be Hyper Electro. But his attacks are RNG based. There is no way to just get him to attack the generator when you want him to. So it is a very I would say luck really depends. Luck has to be on your side for you to get a good Hyper Electro. So yeah, Groove, you're the one who is more accurate with this. You can call time whenever it comes up. I know it's soon.
We'll see.
Let's hope.
And all right, hold on a second. To show that good wins because evil is dumb. Time.
Okay, there we go. Congratulations.
Woo! All right. And now we get to watch Spidey complain about Thor getting all the credit for beating Electro.
That was absolutely stupendous. Are there any shout-outs or anything else that you wanna give out?
Yes, want to shout out the entire Spider-Man 2000 community that they also run Spider-Man 2 Enter Electro. Some of the nicest, most supportive, most amazing people ever. Fetty, the wonderful guy, and we've just got so many people, too many to shout out, who find a time between being loving husbands and loving dads to run this game from our childhoods. So thank you everybody for that and for cheering me on. And of course want to thank my family. They said they were going to tune in. I'm sure they're all busy with work and just snuck a monitor in with my stream on it. So Mom, Dad, and everybody, if you're watching, thank you so much.
Yeah, and I guess me being the representative from the Spider-Man community over here in the commentary, but thank you for your kind words. But also, shout out, I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to the Spider-Man community as well. Also, the big thing is, I know you asked at the beginning if there was anything that we had going on in the future. We have our own channel called Spider Runs. We're hosting an event called Web the Record at the end of this month. I think it starts on the 26th, if I'm not mistaken. But it's where all of the Spider-Man runners from new to old to very old, and also all of you in chat are also invited if you want to participate. It is a event where we all just go and try to break records. So if you
It's like
want
your own
to
little Across the Spider-Verse event. I love it.
think about it exactly like that. Anyone who wants to run in it, anyone who wants to, all they have to do is stream Spider-Man. And if you want to join the Discord, you can. Everyone in there is super nice. They will help you figure out how to set up any of the games. And we will definitely send you all legitimate copies and discs and legitimate PlayStations to run them on. Just to go ahead and throw that out there for anyone who's listening. But yeah, everyone is super supportive. Groove took this no skips assignment to heart whenever we put the no skips category on Inter Electro. So shout out to Groove, honestly, for just making this game fun again for a lot of people in the Inter Electro community. And thank you guys for having us, to be honest.
Shout out to all you.
Thank you to everyone who
donated.
I'll go ahead and thank it, but thank you to everyone who donated. Spider-Man always seems to be a fan favorite in these in the events. So thank you to everyone who donated, and we love the support, and I'm sure that everyone here also loves the support. And just thanks to the hosts, thanks to the event organizers, and thanks to Groove for having me be his commentary.
Thank you all very much for bringing this incredible run to us, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of the marathon.
Mm-hmm.